How's she going, eh? So Kevin got the sides all wrapped up. Looks pretty good in my books. Let me know what you think. But I think he did a hell of a job. Really suits the car. It looks very nostalgic. Oh, he's still got the white shading to do on the top letters, but the Bulldog's done. And he's got the rose done. So he's going to come back Tuesday and he should have all the lettering wrapped up. So because he just got the side to do here in white, and then he's got the lettering to do here. But no, the rose looks really good. I'm happy with it, and my hat's off to him. He does excellent work. So there's that. So that's as far as the artwork is. That's as far as it got. But he was here since 2 today, and it's probably 8 o'clock or so now. So he put in a decent amount of time. And I added this little fan. She's running a little hot, eh? And part of it is, well, a lot of it is the thermostat I had in it. It was a 160, but it wasn't opening till about 195, and I tested it before I put it in a pot, and it was fine at the time, but it started to run hotter and hotter. So what I did is I ran it with the rad cap off, and I kept paying attention to my thermometer, and I check it about 160, and it's still not flowing. And I thought, oh, is it actually flowing? And that's how underdriven I have the water pump, because I have such a small pulley on the crank. The water pump's been very, very slow because I'm trying to get everything I can out of the motor without robbing power. But then when she hit about 190, 195, all of a sudden she started flowing like crazy. So definitely a thermostat issue. So I put this little fan on it because that's all I could fit, and if I need to I could put another one underneath it, but I don't think it's going to do much anyhow because it's got the tranny cooler in front of it, and it's probably going to be blowing fairly warm air over the rad, but it isn't going to hurt, and my trans will probably like it because this converter is pretty loose. So I put that fan on, and I took the thermostat out altogether, but what I did is I got this Veroso kit. And all it is like washer orifices to slow flow rate down, so it slows down a bit in the rad, and I think it has something to do with the rod won't get so pressurized it'll blow the cap off under high RPM. But there's 3 sizes. You could probably find a washer would work too, but there's 3 sizes. I use the biggest one. Reason being is because I don't think it has a whole lot of flow to begin with, just because the water pump is so underdriven with the crank pulley. So that should help, and hopefully I keep her between 160, 180 kind of thing, because when I was doing runs with it out in Mexico there, water temperature was at least 200 at the starting line, so she was running pretty hot, and that should make a pretty good difference for intake air temperature inlet, because obviously the intake is very hot and warming up the air and making it less dense. So I got the little fan wired, and I'm going to flush the rod real good again. The motor was clean as a whistle. As you know, when I rebuilt it, I cleaned the water passages out like crazy, and it was spotless inside. But this rod was probably a little questionable. So I got some rad flush stuff, and I'm going to put it in. I usually use CLR, but I just went to an automotive place and they didn't have it. And we'll see. Get some of the rust out of the rod and that kind of thing, and it isn't going to hurt. And I'll add straight water to it and some of that water wetter, and hopefully it doesn't freeze before No Name Nationals here, because it's going to be very questionable at night for freezing. So I'll have to keep an eye on what the forecast is going to be. And on the way back from No Name Nationals, I'll have to add some antifreeze to it when I'm pulling it back on the trailer, because we'll probably have freezing weather when I'm coming back. And the last thing I need to do is freeze the whole car up that I've worked so hard on, and pop frost plugs out and crack things and all that fun stuff. But yeah, we'll see how she runs. It sure ain't gonna run hotter, that's for sure. So things should be pretty good. Alright, let me know what you think. Have a good one. Till next time.